Back again, talking some ball today. We got Thursday night football. Not the most entertaining game on paper, but definitely like some interesting narratives going into this one. I'm interesting to see how they play out. How you boys doing today?
Pretty
Doing
good.
good. Excited to. I've been having some hot takes on Scatterbell and a little bit low on him, and I'm
Me
excited
too.
to hear that Tyrone Tracy's playing, and I really want to see kind of how that backfield plays out and what the workload looks like.
Yeah, I think
I want to
we're.
see if they're going to air it out or if they just give it to Saquon on the Eagles side. I wonder.
Those are kind of the two big storylines that I was thinking about. Another interesting thing to watch is going to be what the Giants do at wide receiver. There's no Darius Slayton playing today. So I
Hyatt.
know last week, they had Hyatt on the field a lot. He had 3 targets but 0 catches. So he's definitely someone I wanted to talk about today. I was looking ahead of the stream at some of like the betting odds and lines for this game, and he has some interesting receiving props that I was looking at. I'm interested to see Theo Johnson. They had this other guy, Bo Collins, that
Yeah.
was getting some work last week too. So interested to see how tonight plays out. On the Eagles side, I think that's big, Yosh. I think how the offense decides to attack the Giants tonight is going to be
Because you can't
important.
ignore Saquon narrative, Like,
Yeah. So let's pull up Underdog right now and we'll kind of walk through some of these lines. With Saquon, I do feel like I can definitely see this being his get back game, right? Like if you look at his matchups that he hasn't been getting there on the ground, like he just played Denver. We know Denver's a great defense. We know Tampa Bay is one of the best run defenses. We know the Rams are also a tough defense. The Chiefs, not the toughest defense, and he got there. And then same with the Cowboys. But he still's yet to have like that real Saquon performance. Facing his former team, like why not tonight? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like Saquon tonight. I think that I'm more excited to bet on Saquon than the receivers personally. You know, I kind of see the Eagles just like crushing tonight. I can totally see them going up, 14, 20 points in the first half and kind of just running it the second half of the game. But it'll be interesting to see for sure. Like in one of their games, they were up right in the second half and they were still just like throwing the ball. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
that D line of theirs is scary, in my opinion, for the Giants.
Right.
Scarier
Yeah.
than last year, at least. Yeah, I could get behind that, Danny. I don't love it because he did like last year average 10 yards a carry against the Giants. Like
The
yeah,
thing that
yeah.
the the Eagles are going to be without their starting left guard tonight, Landon Dickerson. And he's probably their most important interior lineman. I mean, we know they have great tackles with Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. Centers Cam Jurgens, forgetting the right guard's name, but he's kind of just about an average player. And Dickerson's definitely the real like difference maker they have in that interior front. So I am kind of worried to see how they fare against Dexter Lawrence up the middle.
Sexy.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to kind of staying away from Saquon. I'm also open to taking a look at some of his receiving props. The last couple of weeks, he has been really getting there for receiving, which is like in the past, Saquon, like anything he was doing in the receiving game was kind of just more viewed as like a plus for fantasy. Like it wasn't anything we were relying on, right? But without his receiving
yards a
production
game
he's had,
rushing.
he hasn't really been getting there for fantasy.
Saquon TD is nice.
Yeah.
What's Jalen Hurts rushing at?
I was looking at Hurts touchdown, rush touchdown, just because
38.5.
I think I like this Hurts to score a rush touchdown today. It's not like the greatest analysis, but like hasn't gotten there 2 straight weeks. Tough matchups. Last time he faced the Giants, I can show you guys this. So this is how Hurts touchdowns looking on my stuff that I run. So sorry, go to props, go to Hurts. And then let's take a look at not passing touchdowns. There we go.
Pass, rushing,
Oh.
receiving.
Over touchdowns.
not.
Found it. So this is his rush touchdowns. And you look in first 3 weeks, he got there. Didn't get there against Tampa or Denver. But in 2024, as you can see, he's hit in pretty much every game. 13 of 19 games last season. Head-to-head matchups against the Giants. He only played them once, and he scored 2 touchdowns against them. We know no other quarterbacks have scored rush touchdowns against the Giants this year, but they've been allowing running backs to get there. And we know that if the Eagles find themselves on the 1 yard line, they're going to be getting Hurts in there. It's just kind of a known thing at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Hurts score tonight, and we're still pretty much getting even odds at the underdogs on the underdog slip.
What is that, Andrew?
So I'm
Carter?
open to taking that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like it. I think that Jalen Hurts half a rushing touchdown is always a pretty solid bet. Like it's what he does, man. The tush push it's unstoppable. Like
Yep.
you know.
There's no other player in the NFL that when they get on the 1 yard line, it's like a 95% chance that they're gonna give them the ball besides Jalen Hurts. So it's always a solid bet to make. Like
Yeah.
you said.
Honestly, I don't really like betting on anything for this game. As like a person with like money, if I had to put money down, I would not like putting money on this game for the reason that I just feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't really know what the identity of the Eagles offense is. I don't know. Like they were like, oh, like we're gonna hand the ball off to Saquon all season. Then they gave it to him 7 times last game. Left guards out, like Ant said. I could see Saquon being a fade tonight. Receivers are just like, what the hell is going on with AJ Brown? Is Devontae Smith could smash again tonight? He has more bets on him right now than AJ Brown. I don't know. I don't like it. You got the same stuff on the Giants. You got like an injured receiver core. Wandale's only projected 40 on his line. Theo Johnson at 30. Hyatt at 16.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like betting on it. Like, maybe Jalen Hurts Hyatt, like, as a bet, but like Tyrone Tracy coming back, is he going to get more snaps than Cam? Same snaps, less snaps? Are they going to ease him back in after an injury? I don't know. Like, I just don't like it.
Yeah, to answer Kyle's question, I'll get to Danny's question in a second, but to answer Kyle's question, I feel like they're not just going to come in. Personally, I feel like they're not just going to come in and like give Tracy the workload, like
They can't.
Like the major workload. Like you can't do that after what Scatterbo's been doing. I think that if anything, you're going to see Scatterbo get, like you're going to see Scatterbo get the majority of touches, or they're going to split. Those are kind of the two options for me, right? I think that if you have Scatterbo, you probably still play him here.
What kind of split do you think? You think it's going to be like a down 1-2 receiving, or like what?
I don't know. Like
Underdog Lobby is projecting Tracy about 8 touches, by the way, based off these lines.
it looks like their receptions are the same, right? They're both at 2.5 receptions.
The same.
So I feel like they're just going to mix it up.
Rush attempts is 5 or 6 attempts higher.
You said it was 8.5 versus 12.5?
6.5 versus 12.5.
Oh, okay. 6.5. That's not that many. Yeah. So
They're thinking it's more of like a 70-30 split kind of based off those.
Yeah,
lines.
like
I could see it.
2-1.
Which is kind of what I anticipate, to be honest.
Yeah. Danny's asking about
it might even be more dramatic today just because it's going to be Tracy's first game back and they're trying to work him back.
Yeah, that's what I'm
slowly.
thinking.
I kind of like Scatabo stuff today. That being said,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking Tyrone Tracy bets today. If anything, I'm going to take Scatabo. Do I love taking either of them? Not. I don't love either of them, but if
I
I'm
don't
going
like
to take
betting on
anybody, I'm
tonight.
taking Scatabo.
It's just too sketchy for me.
Denny asks Haskins versus Vidal. I think that I'm Haskins. You guys have any takes on that?
I would honestly roster anyone else on waivers. I just can't imagine either of them getting over 10 fantasy points unless they get there with a touchdown. That being said, I would lean towards Haskins getting that goal line touch and getting a touchdown off of that rather than Vidal, who we're assuming is going to get a receiving back role.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, I like Vidal if I'm had to pick one, but they're both gross.
I think that if Vidal can get there with receiving, then he's probably got a little bit higher of a floor, especially if you're in that full PPR format. But I don't see him. I think that Haskins is probably going to get more rushing attempts. So it's
probably like a tight end on waivers who will outscore both of them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you guys that I don't love this game for betting, but
we do need to make a slip.
We
are going to make a slip.
But if you guys want like a more high confidence slip, I sent this one in the Discord earlier today, but this is a slip I'm playing for MLB today. We got Matthew Boyd under 11.5 outs. Should be on a short leash today against the Brewers and just got absolutely shelled his last time out there against the same lineup. I think he makes it through 3 max today. And then Kyle Schwarber to take a walk. He has one of the highest walk rates in the MLB, 15% all season. Facing Glasnow, who has a above average walk rate for an MLB starting pitcher. He's about 11%, which is pretty good. Schwarber just hit 2 home runs yesterday. They're not really going to want to give him any pitches he could hammer. I always love taking a batter's walks the day after he hits a home run. It's always a good process play, getting it for even money. I like this play a lot. I put 25 on it, which I think is paying out 75 with the boost. So
nice.
That's my higher confidence level slip. This NFL game, I'm more betting on just for the fun. Like, I'm not really gonna nuke a slip or anything. We can let's just do like a long shot slip for.
I like
this Dexter Lawrence
at tight end.
Right,
Jack Theo Johnson tight end touchdown. I feel like he's getting a lot of designed red zone stuff. How's his odds look compared to other players?
1.96. So
I feel like that's disrespectful, bro. Ever since Jackson Dart's been starting, he's gotten 3 touchdowns. 1 his first game back and 2 his second game back. The one his first game was designed to touch for that little shovel pass to him, and then 2 last game. Come on now.
Do we think he's kind of been running hot though? Can we see him scoring 3 straight weeks?
I can see him scoring nothing this week, but
I can see Scatabo getting in there, and we're also getting plus money for Scatabo.
Let's start.
I do think Theo's been running a little bit hot, but he is also playing with a new quarterback. Yash brings up a good point.
True.
And that is a very big thing, right? Quarterbacks pick the guys that they like.
That's true.
He's a 6'6", fucking 250-pound tight end, bro.
Let's look at how have tight ends been scoring against
Jake. Yeah, we do. Throw your question, Jake.
And if it's a trade one, send your full team and league settings, so that way we can get better advice.
So the Eagles have given up 1 touchdown to tight ends, and it was Evan Ingram.
Okay, but who of those guys are actually good tight ends, though?
They've allowed 1 rush touchdown to quarterbacks and 3 running back rush touchdowns.
How many touchdowns have they let up in total, bro? I feel like these are just going to be rough numbers.
1 wide receiver touchdown. Running backs are for sure the strongest. 4 total rushing touchdowns, and over the course of the whole year, only 2 passing touchdowns.
I think that running backs probably get the most touchdowns period, though, right? Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. But
You're also getting an extra 0.6 multiplier on Theo Johnson right now, though.
I just don't love Theo.
I don't hate his. What's his receptions number at?
3.5.
Targets.
What's the multiplier if you do 2.5? Or is that there?
It knocks it pretty far. 6.9. I was actually. Let's take out Theo for now. I didn't
Theo's
talk
a
about
player
this
I like.
Dexter Lawrence sack call, but
I don't hate it.
2-3-4X, and like we just talked about,
Dick.
missing Dickerson, and then you look at Dexter Lawrence. First of all, he's just due. If we're looking at sacks, last year he recorded them in about half his games last year. Yet to record one so far this season. And you look at his last matchup against the Eagles, he got there twice. I think we could see a sack today for sure from Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
And we're
I'm
getting
not
a crazy line. So I think I'm fine.
I think that's a good
3-4X.
Mhm.
We were just saying that they haven't been allowing touchdowns. Oh, I wish I could bump down Dart to 1.5 pass.
I like the Dart rushing TD call. I like anything Dart rushing related.
I was looking at this
Rat. I
rush
hate Dart.
yards and bumping him down to 30, and that feels pretty nice for rush yards.
Yeah.
I hope Jalen Carter just decks him tonight. So I hope like Dart tries to escape the pocket, just clotheslines him, bro.
Jalen Carter also might not play.
Really?
Yeah.
Let go.
Okay, wait, Jake, to answer your
Jake,
question.
what is this format?
So you're telling me that wide receivers get 0 points per reception? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Or is
and
that
tight ends get
half?
full PPR. Start
No,
3.
PPR.
Pickens, McBride, Warren. You got to start the tight ends if you're getting the full PPR.
I agree. And Warren and McBride are like top 2 tight ends.
Yeah. Pickens, McBride, Warren. Scatterbo rushing TD. I like this.
Much TD upside, I feel like, over London.
Yeah. I think that for me, it's Pickens or London, and then McBride, Warren.
Who the Falcons play again this week?
The Falcons played the Bills.
Ooh, I might want London then. The Bills defense hasn't been good, Yosh.
Really?
Look what they
you're right. They were bummy. You're right. They have
Look what they just
bummy.
allowed Diggs to do to them.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd maybe go
though.
London. Who do the Cowboys?
And it
play?
is.
The
They
Cowboys
do be
play...
in like some shootout games. You're right.
Yeah. Dylan, to
I like
answer
that.
your question about Tracy, I'm not really touching Tyrone Tracy anything. I don't really love Scatterbo yards either, but like we were just saying, I think Scatterbo touchdown at plus money is a pretty reasonable call. I don't know what he's at as Novig as a straight bet, but I'm sure you're getting him over like plus 130, which I might bet that after stream.
Yeah. Dylan, I think we were saying if anybody, we're going to bet Scatterbo. Just because you don't know how much work Tyrone Tracy's really going to get. Like he could go out there and get like 5 touches, and then they're like, okay, we've seen enough for today. Like, we're not going to risk re-injuring you. So it's just scary. Not something that I want to put money on today.
Do we want to do anything Jalen Hyatt?
16.5 receiving yards doesn't seem bad.
I kind of want to fade AJ Brown targets low key.
What's the number at?
8.5.
That's kind of a lot, honestly.
And I think you're getting plus money on it too. Am I wrong? Last year he got 5. Even. It's even. I don't think it's a horrible bet.
9 targets is a lot of targets.
Like 7 is a lot of targets, bro. And I could see him getting 7. I could see him getting 8. I don't see him getting 9. I just don't see him getting 9 targets. Like,
I like the idea of fading receptions more than targets and doing this like 5.5 receptions fade.
It's yo slip. That's just what I'm wanting to lean towards.
Let me see if I like that 5.5 number under.
I just saw 8.5 targets, and I'm like,
the targets is nice.
I
I would hate to lose a slip because of
I know some
like
BS.
fading targets is scary. Like targets is
One you always wanted to go over.
yeah.
I mean, he's hit the over twice this season, so I mean, it's not delusional. But last year he last year he got 5 targets and receptions against the Giants.
Huh.
I'm just going back to that game for referencing to see how they played it.
So this year he's been 4 or 5 under that under. What was the targets line?
8.5. You might be right on the receptions line.
Jake, I think we're rocking with Dak this week. They're playing the Panthers. Dak's looked really good, so I would probably go Dak over J Love.
He's been cashing the targets. Olave did just have 11 against them. Debo had 10. What about long reception fade?
I don't know about that with AJ Brown, bro. I don't like that with any Eagles receiver, honestly. If you're fading their long reception, AJ Brown after the catch, bro. He's literally his nickname's Batman.
I mean, but is it the same AJ Brown?
Why would it not?
He doesn't look the same.
He's just a diva right now. He's just not running or working as hard, bro.
Exactly. Like
that's just because the ball's not in his hands, bro. We haven't seen him after the catch yet.
I mean, we have though. Like he's been doing a lot of slant routes and had like no yak this year. That's kind of why he hasn't been getting there. Like he's just been catching slants and getting tackled.
I don't know. I feel like I can always like sell myself. What is this about Tyler Lockett?
Tyler Lockett, the non-yak guy, the negative yak.
No. Yeah, he just possession catches everything.
He just goes to the ground.
I love Tyler Lockett.
I'll add the under on targets.
Take your receptions, bro. Don't let me spill malfeasance into your brain. The targets
has the better payout, so
I like the targets. I think it's a strong bet.
Okay.
Yeah, they really didn't air it out last time against the Giants, though.
What's the
Devontae Smith had 2 targets, AJ Brown had 5, and Saquon had 17 carries for 170 yards. So, and then they rested everyone the next time they played him.
Dude, like, how do we feel about Saquon carries?
What is it at?
I saw one.
That 7-yard one is like scary. So if they're giving us a discount, I don't hate taking it.
Saquon rush attempts.
Like if they discount it to like 16.5,
I think I saw a discount for 15.5.
18.5 is still normal.
15.5 though.
Yeah, but I don't really like that. I would rather go yards because the yards we lower it and it's still like pretty good. Like you're still getting almost a full payout at 75 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like that. I also, if we're taking yards, I was just looking at this because I was doing this a lot with Saquon in the playoffs last year, and it was just a cheat code down the stretch. We're just like bumping up his longest rush and just hoping he breaks one.
Andrew lives in Philadelphia, for you guys wondering, or not in Philly, but he lives in Pennsylvania.
Can we see Saquon breaking one tonight?
I can see it, but the Giants' rush defense has been pretty solid. Like, I'm not gonna act like the Giants have a bad defense.
They've been getting beat though on the ground rather than through the air. I feel like.
Have they?
Yeah. Who are the Giants?
And he did break one for 55 when he played them last year. By the way,
I mean that still drops it down to like what 120 yards.
Hampton broke one for 54 against them. Javonte broke one for 30. Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt broke one for 42. So they've given up 3 runs of over 30 yards on the season so far.
Yeah, maybe there's just more of a pass rushing.
They're pretty explosive backs too. The running backs who haven't hit the longest rush line are Kamara, Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Miles Sanders,
Bumps.
Austin Eckler.
Bumps,
man.
like actual bumps.
Yeah. Do we think 30's getting a little crazy, or should we just do like 25, play it a little safer?
What's the multiplier on 60? Jarvis?
Honestly, like,
Insane. 10x.
Jesus, dude, I don't even doubt that. I could easily see that. They hand it off to him on the 20 after like fielding a kickoff, just breaks it off for 80. I'm going to be sick if I see that.
I think if Saquon goes for a 25-yard rush, he's going to go for a 30-yard rush. Like, if Saquon breaks free, he's cribbing it. Like,
that's a bad gambling mindset, Dale.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's how they get you. It's 1 more yard. He's got that.
Ben is asking Ben, we've talked a lot about this one. Ben's asking, what do you think about Rashi when he gets back?
Another
What
hot
will he be
topic,
like?
man. I don't know if my heart pressure, my heart rate's ready for this one.
We've talked a lot about this. To give you the summary, me and Ant feel like Rashi is probably like a top 12 wide receiver when he comes back. Yosh still kind of has his reservations on him. I think that Yosh kind of, where'd you put him? You put him in like that tier with like Pittman and like Flowers and like.
I'll pull it up and I'll give you like the number and names around him right now, so that way we can be accurate. But it's not. I think he's either in like my 20s. I think he's like in my 20s right now.
Okay. Yeah. Personally, I'm pretty high on Rashi. Probably a little bit higher than most. I think he looked. Obviously, it's been a long time since he played, but he looked really good at the beginning of last season. And I feel like Mahomes likes him a lot. He was just getting so many targets. But you can't deny that their team looks a little bit different, right? You've got Worthy that actually has a solid role now. Hollywood Brown's been doing okay. Travis Kelce's doing all right as well. So,
yeah. I'm a freak. I have Worthy ranked ahead of Rice. It's the opposite for them. They have Worthy probably a couple tiers below Rice, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Rashee Rice below him. So I have Worthy at receiver 24 and Rashee Rice at 27 right now. I honestly think those are too low. One of them will go up. I don't know about both of them. Just with how Mahomes is playing this year, he's playing like a monster, dude. I don't know if you guys have like checked his stats. He's playing really good. And if my process with Stafford is Puka and Devontae having multi-good seasons, same process here. One of the receivers for Mahomes have to be good. One of them at least.
Yeah.
That said, process here for me is Worthy was a first-round pick. He's fast guy. We saw talented fast guy in the offense and Tyreek Hill literally break fantasy for multiple years. Worthy has been involved during the offseason. He's been involved. He's just got unlucky week 1. I'm going to bet that NFL analysts can view talent better than us and that the Chiefs will make better use of Rashee Rice's speed. Worthy's speed and use Rashee Rice as a receiver too. That's my take. I think it'll look something like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I see Rashi as the slot guy. I think he's going to get a bunch of targets.
Me too, Dale.
I think that Worthy is almost like him and Tyquan Thornton feel like they have kind of similar roles, just like super quick guys. So I'm a little bit iffy on Worthy. I obviously like Worthy way more than Tyquan Thornton, but it just seems like Rashi does something that's a little bit different from them. And it depends on how they utilize him.
All right, so I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to lock in just these two, the Saquon bumped rush and Dexter Lawrence too, for a little pick 'em slip with the boost and get like an 18x just on these two.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to lock it in.
Let's see it. Calm little 18x. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Let's answer these questions.
I'm going to drop that link in the chat if you guys want to tail that one. That's kind of a fun one. And then I was thinking we'll cook a 4-man with the A.J. Brown targets and then the.
Should I trade Cortland Sutton and Kamara for Gibbs and Shakur? I would, because the upgrade you're getting from Kamara to Gibbs is massive. Sutton to Shakur is a major downgrade, yes, but like You're getting a crazy deal on Gibbs, bro. Like,
Smash,
smash, bro. That just sell Gibbs, bro. Just sell Gibbs. Like after that trade goes through, sell Gibbs. Like keep Shakir in your flex or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
and then go flip him because Gibbs is like locked like RB 1 to 5. So
I would do Sutton and Kamara for Gibbs without Shakir if that helps you at all. Like, I think that's a great value for Gibbs.
Bro, Jackson Dart about to go off tonight. He's locked in, slinging lasers.
That is an AI. That is an AI prompt, bro. That's so AI.
He is not Anakin Skywalker, bro. He's not him. I'm getting offered JSN for Rashee Rice and K9, but that would leave my lineup Achane, JCM, JJ, JSN, and then AJ Brown and Chris Godwin in the flex. What we think. So I get quite a bit at RB.
Jason for Rush. I would not want to sell Jason.
I feel like you're not getting paid for JSN. Or are you buying JSN? Because it's looking like he's buying JSN.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
What side are you on? You're getting JSN. Okay. So how do you guys feel about Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt as your running back 2 rest of the season? And then a bunch of question marks at flex in Chris Godwin and AJ Brown. High upside question marks.
I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm pretty high on JCM for the rest of the season. I think that this is like this next week right here will be very determinant on whether or not, or just like where he sits in my rankings. I think.
You're getting Jason.
I think that if he goes for another big week, JCM is like a locked and loaded RB2 for me every single week. He's in a great offense. He's a young rookie. He just kind of had his breakout game. He looks good. Team seems like he loves him. So I'm pretty high on JCM. Do I like giving up Rashee Rice though? Personally, no. But
especially after you just sat through 5 weeks of not using him and you're now selling him before he touches the field. I mean, actually, I get that because people think like Dale and Anthony and they're like, oh, he's a top 12 receiver. And that's probably how you're getting this JSN trade through because you're getting K9 and a top 12 receiver, hypothetically, for JSN, who is the receiver 3 on the season right now.
Something like that, yeah.
So that's actually a very interesting way of selling Rashee Rice because you can probably get peak value for him right now without even seeing him play because that's what it feels like you're getting for him right now by getting JSN at this price.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Input?
I think the JSN is your safe option there. JSN has already proved himself in the Seahawks. He's clearly the wide receiver 1. It looks like he's probably a locked and loaded, top 5, top 6 wide receiver for the rest of the season. Mm-hmm. So getting that kind of safety is super nice. On the off chance that Rashee Rice comes out and just starts getting 10, 11 targets a game and kind of
it's in his upside. He's gotten, when he started his rookie year, he was like getting 20 points a game, right? Like his first 5 games or whatever.
Yeah, that was his second year, but
don't get me wrong. It's in his upside case that he can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that there's a world in which Rashee becomes on the same tier as JSN. And in that situation, I think that you're a little bit sad because you're giving up K9 for free. But I think that there's also a world in which Rashee comes in and he's getting, 7 targets a game. And he's kind of, it's him and Worthy kind of working together. And in that case, I think that this is fine.
And then it's more of a Keenan Allen and K9 for JSN. Do you like that? Change the name from Rashee Rice to a Keenan Allen and Michael Pittman, a DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's like Devontae Adams and K9 for JSN, I still like it, honestly.
I agree.
So if it just depends on where you sit with Rashee Rice. If you're me and Anthony and you're kind of high on Rashee Rice, I might hold him just because of how long you've had him. But I think that if you,
as someone who's low on him, you're getting great value right now. Like, let's say he comes out this week and he doesn't get like 6 receptions. his value goes down. It doesn't go up. He becomes a buy low target now.
Yep.
I guarantee you that's the YouTube videos. If he doesn't like get 17 plus points this week, the YouTube videos next week from all the big fantasy YouTubers is buy low targets, Rashee Rice, number 1.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't play this week. He plays next week. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I do also think that there's a world where he works in slightly slowly. Or do you guys know if he's been practicing with the team?
Yes, he started practicing this week, and he was practicing all OTAs over the summer. He just wasn't practicing weeks 1 through 4 with them.
Because of the suspension, right? So he's not allowed to be with the team.
Or weeks 1 through 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so he started practicing with them this week. All right, so I started cooking up some of these picks that we were talking about earlier. So I got the AJ Brown. I did Dart 13.5 longest rush. He's cashed this in both games since he's got the starting job, and Philly's defense allowed Mahomes, Bo Nix to both go over their longest rush lines. Baker Mayfield's the only like other sort of scrambling quarterback that didn't hit it, but I think Dart's a little more mobile than Baker is. I added the Theo 3.5 receptions that we were talking about. Hurts touchdown, Saquon rush yards. I'm down to take Saquon rush yards out. What do you guys think of these 4 right here?
I like it. If I had to do a secret Yash lock, it would probably be AJ Brown targets and Theo John TD. Personally, that would be my lock for the night.
Do you guys think we should do anything with Hyatt instead of Theo?
I think Hyatt's interesting. I think he's one of those guys you would want to bet on because he gives me like week 1 vibes. Like, just every line is just not right week 1.
Should we even bump him up for a payout boost?
Let's see. Let's do some analysis on him. Where is he playing? What kind of targets is he getting?
So I think he played like 40% of snaps last week. He got 3 targets, didn't connect on any of them.
It's 12:40. What time do you have to go at? Like 1:30, 2?
Well, I got till about 2 today. I got plenty of time.
Yeah, so we got a hell of time. Let's do some research. Let's do some analysis. Like,
for sure.
Let's stop doing bro talk. Let's do some analysis on Jalen Hyatt. Let's make a really aggressive Jalen Hyatt take for tonight. I like that. What's good, Mando? Because Jalen Hyatt is probably on someone's waiver wire right now, and they probably have Trey Tucker as their flex this week with Brock Bowers questionable, and they're probably wondering, damn, should I go pick up Jalen Hyatt right now? I may be that person.
This is the issue with Jalen Hyatt.
I don't know if I'm starting Jalen Hyatt over Trey Tucker.
I'm not.
This is the issue with Jalen Hyatt. I think he had quick maths. He had 62 receiving yards all last season. Oh, man.
And he's a 2nd round pick, right? 3rd, 4th.
I will say though, each of the games he was getting targets, I guess, kind of. He was 39 yards on 4 targets against the Panthers last year, and then against the Bengals on 4 targets, only had 6 receiving yards.
What was Darius Slayton doing? While he was playing, what was like all his stats looking like? Because I'm looking at where Jalen Hyatt's lining up, and he only lines up where Darius Slayton lines up, which is out and left out.
Probably
and
left Neighbors.
So it looks like he's going to get that fat roll, but Bo Collins also has similar snaps and usage in those departments. So Bo Collins also only played 6 less snaps. What did Bo Collins do with those 6 snaps? 6 less snaps, 28 snaps total. What did he do with it?
He had 1 catch for 7 yards, I think.
Who, Bo?
Yeah, 1 catch for 7 yards.
So why are we putting Bo out there? Does Bo just do cardio out there? Does he block? What does he do? 1 of 3 targets. Didn't Jalen Hyatt also catch 1 of 3 targets?
Jalen Hyatt caught 0 of 3 targets.
Okay, so let's look at this. The people are familiar with who? Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt has a receiving line of 16.5 yards. What has he done to deserve that line? If we project that line out for 4 games, that's more than he did last season. Okay.
True.
So yes, the workload might be there, but they had him split snaps last week with Bo Collins, who is a undrafted guy from Notre Dame, 6'3", 22, younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, only 8 less snaps the whole season, and he has a receiving yard line that is 25% lower than Jalen Hyatt. Not just 4 yards, 25%. That's kind of big when we're just comparing bumps.
He was pretty productive in college too. All 4 years.
Jarvis, pull up Bo Collins lines.
It's all funny.
Long hair, don't care. Josh Unlocked. This is the Danny Trejo look, Mando. Not too much now.
Should we take the 1.5 receptions, bump it up?
I'm with it.
Okay, like genuinely though, like what do we think about this Bo Collins analysis?
Should we still
I'm
take
more
Theo though
low
if we're
on
taking
Hyatt.
Bo?
I like Theo. I like Theo TD. But I know you guys think Cam Scatterbo's better for that.
Let's take out Theo for now. Because this is a 9.5x right here, and I kind of feel good about these 4. I kind of like.
You feel good about Bo? We just now talked about Bo. No way.
No, I was looking at Bo earlier. Like, don't get me wrong. I was looking at Bo this morning. I was looking at Hyatt and Bo. I honestly might straight bet them both because I feel like one of them's for sure gonna hit.
He
One of them's
outsnaps
gonna-
Jalen Hyatt week 3. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's get Bo.
Indeed.
Let's get Bo Collins in there. Going through his college pedigree made me feel a little better too. I think it was a highly. Let's see what.
We know the Giants like their low drafted guys sometimes, you know.
Let me do.
And
he
Jalen
did
Hyatt
go to-
like known bum, bro.
He did go to St. John Bosco, which is like absolute workhorse high school.
Yeah, bro. He a dog, bro.
And was a 4-star wide receiving recruit coming out of high school.
I believe. Keyshawn Butte narrative.
Bro, there's no way we're looking at high school stars.
6'4", 195.
There's no way we're talking about what high school.
These are like the bets I love cooking up, bro. The Bo Collins, AJ Brown under targets. That's all me.
These are, yeah. I mean,
I'm liking these locks right here.
so you guys see Bo Collins getting more receptions than Jalen Hyatt today?
Yes. The Hyatt,
what's
I
Jalen
just feel like
Hyatt's
he's
at?
boom bust. I feel like if Hyatt catches one, it's going to be like I can see Bo Collins getting more like the short yardage, like easy, those kind of targets, you know, like a 7-yard hitch, like that sort of thing. When Jalen Hyatt kind of feels all or nothing to me.
Mm-hmm. Where do
Like
you guys?
what's Hyatt's targets at?
Jalen Hyatt had 2 games last year over 4 targets, and he hauled in 1 pass in one of those games and 4 of them in the other game against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like if Rashid Shaheed is doing that, bro. Like, you have no excuse. Like,
just
I
think
see
Hyatt
Jalen
showed us-
Coker out there doing that. Like,
Hyatt's shown us he's not good at football, I think.
that's basically
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying. Yeah.
And
I
Bo
guess I'm just
Collins-
thinking about like how many
rookie.
times you guys see Dart dropping back today? Like, what do you guys feel like that kind of completions number is going to be at, and where are those like targets going?
I think
his line is
me put it
18 and
to
a
you
half
this way.
completions.
That's
his,
pretty low.
his
If we look
passing
at-
line is 170 yards, bro. I almost felt like it was too high when I saw it, bro.
If
Yeah.
we're looking at target share, this is how things have played out, right? So Neighbors was taking 21%. He's gone. He's out of the picture. So that's 20% vacated targets. Wandale, 20%. Thea, 13. Cam, 13. Slayton, 11. That's also gone, but that kind of mixes in with the neighbor's target share. So let's just say that's like 25% of targets vacated. Right. And then we
Yeah.
got Tracy, who's kind of working in with the Scatabo number, and then all these guys who haven't really.
And then Slayton's
mattered.
number is going to go to everyone.
I think you're going to see Collins and Hyatt maybe kind of split that role, and both those guys kind of work themselves into like 10% targets, like for today. So in theory, 10% of targets.
10% of 18 is 1.8.
No, that's not. The targets would be attempts, not completions. So 31 attempts, 10% of that, where that's about like 3 targets each is what we're projecting.
Andrew, you did not. Were you here for our deep Bo Collins analysis, bro? Lil bro?
The thing is, someone has to get the work, right? And the Eagles are pretty stout against the run. So I don't know.
And Cam Scatabo, well, we like him and all his energy.
Maybe the answer is Scatabo receiving.
We really we cook ourselves a little too much sometimes. Yeah, that's your loss, Andrew.
He has been getting there on receiving yards. Running backs have actually, it looks like they've been getting there pretty well against the Eagles for receiving yards.
Yeah.
As compared to wide receivers, they're struggling.
It's a false prophecy. Yeah, Andrew's right, bro. It could just be like a 35-3 game, bro. Like, could just be like a pure belt to,
Yeah.
I mean, the Giants aren't exactly a good team. Their one win was honestly undeserved, and their defense got it for them. Didn't they just lose to the Saints too? Like,
yeah,
and they threw 2 picks to the Saints. Like, we're talking about the Saints defense. We're talking about a defense we were talking so bad about that we actually thought the Giants were going to like mop the floor with them.
I think
we're getting a little.
I'm not gonna like. I'm 3 to 35 is a little crazy, yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be crazy if this is like a fade the Giants players game. Like, I don't know if Scatabo is like the move. I don't know what kind of game environment this is gonna be for the Giants players. Like, let's look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're almost reading.
Do I even think like Jackson Dart's gonna play the whole game, low key? Like,
what? Why would he not?
Imagine you're just like dogging them, like 4 sacks, third quarter, 18-3. Are you keeping your first round QB who you just started like 2 weeks ago in, or are you putting in Russell Wilson to take some hits and just finish the game? They did that with what's his face like 2 weeks ago.
I think we just go back to our original Theo pick and lock in these 4.
Yeah, I don't
move the fuck on from this game because this game does suck.
I'm telling you, I could feed myself so many narratives.
We've been talking about Bo Collins for 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna lock this 4-man in. We're gonna drop that link in the chat.
Dart not getting that 14-yard rush, bro. He's gonna get. Watch what's gonna happen. He's gonna get the 14-yard rush, and he's just gonna.
I explained the whole reasoning behind that pick, and you didn't say one word about it then. Until after
I saw the reasoning because you did your research. I'm just giving you my anti-Dart propaganda.
There's a couple questions we missed earlier. Who are you flexing? Higgins, Mason Taylor, Ingram. Atlanta said he was nervous to flex Higgins with Flacco. You flexing Mason Taylor over Higgins, or are you just rocking with Higgins?
I'm rocking with Higgins.
Yeah.
Who do they play?
They're playing the Packers. So
tough matchup, but Flacco just saw him. Isn't that crazy? Flacco just played against the Packers as a member of the Browns, beat him, and now he's playing against them again.
How does receivers do in that game? Pretty sure his Brown, the tight end's 8, no?
Think so.
I think that was a fan-in game, yeah, where he did well.
Yeah, I mean the Jets are playing the Broncos too, so they're both facing pretty damn good defenses. I guess I'd lean Higgins if anything, but
Yeah.
they're both kind of ugly, honestly. Scat or Rashad White this week. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm pretty sure Rashad White is starting, right?
Bucky did not practice today, so
Yeah, Bucky does not seem like he's gonna play. Based off like the latest I've seen.
Rashad White only got there because of touchdowns, it looks like last week.
All right, so we're gonna hop in some drafts for this weekend and kind of talk through the slate. Some interesting games I want to shout. I think everyone Rams we have to shout this week playing the.
I'd unfortunately have
Ravens.
to go Rashad White just because of matchup reasons. I can just feed myself a lot of negative game scripts for this Giants game. It's just a game I don't like.
I'm going
to be
Rashad
fair.
White too. For Puka this week, like we talked about being big on the Texans all week, but we kind of saw the way that played out where they got up so largely that they really didn't have to like rely upon Nico Collins. They were kind of sharing the ball around. Do we have any concerns about the Rams this week because of that same kind of thinking that they're not really going to need to rely
think they
upon
just feed
Puka
their
heavily?
guys.
Or do you think they just feed Puka? And it's
They
just
they did that when Cooper Kupp was good too, bro. They had so many games where they did not need Kupp in anymore. They just kept him in.
yeah, I mean it's interesting to think
But the
about.
Cardinals, they do let people just run all over them. The Cardinals stink. I can see JT being 101 this week once
Mhm.
again.
Right.
And he's been running hot.
yeah, I'm fine to getting around to JT as well, but Puka just feels
CMC
like
seems a
such a
little
smash
high.
still.
Like,
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
my
I-
Niners. Workload's all going to him, but 102 seems a little cute.
I think I prefer Puka and JT this week.
Yeah.
I think like the true ceiling outcomes are just a little easier to see with those two guys right now.
And that's what you have to bet on.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, let me just bet on anybody who's playing against the Dolphins, who's a running back.
Would you guys buy? Honestly, bro, buy anyone who's playing the Bengals?
But they're playing the Chargers this week, so I don't know how that bet looks.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
When an immovable force hits an unstoppable object.
Yeah, literally.
Would you guys buy Calvin
Or the
Ridley?
opposite of that. No, just flat out no for me.
I don't think so. I think he's like, it depends on what the price is. He is coming off a big game. Cam Ward's a rookie. He's still learning.
Production gotta go somewhere, right?
I mean, you would think.
Goes into the dirt, bro. That's right.
But-
Titans production going.
Once again, he goes like it's the same thing with DK Metcalf for me.
Oh,
Like,
what's the pick here, Ant?
I'm thinking of doing Adams McBride.
You just think,
Or even Adams Warren. It's kind of interesting. Or cheeky little Warren McBride. Double tight ends.
that'd be unique.
And it's a game stack too.
You think the tight ends just going band for band with their mid receiver course?
Well, you got
Honestly.
Warren. Yeah, let's try it. That's kind of fun.
Could see both of them outproducing the receiver one. I could see Tyler Warren outscoring Pittman, McBride outscoring Marv. What were you saying about DK?
Oh, I just felt like I'm looking at Calvin Ridley's stats, and I mean, he hasn't been getting there all year. When he does get there, he goes for 130 yards on 5 receptions.
Boys.
So it just feels like that big thing where he's getting the long catch, and he's not getting the volume that I want to see. But it's like you were saying, like the passing volume needs to go somewhere on that team, and it's either going to be Io Manor or Ridley. And you know,
Ridley's
I
an
don't love either of
interesting
them.
one. Yeah. I was considering picking one up in Dynasty for like a fourth. I was thinking about throwing a fourth for Ridley, but I don't even think I would want to flex Ridley over like Shaheed. So such a weird world we live in.
A fourth is crazy. I would pay a
What?
fourth for Ridley all day.
I was thinking a third, but I don't think I would send a third. I just think about all the players I could get in the third round that I would like better than Ridley for half a season.
Mm.
All right, I'm back. Perfect timing.
What side? PPR, DJ Moore, Derrick Henry, or Marvin Harrison Jr. - Swift? Oh, DJ Moore - Derrick Henry or Marv - Swift.
This feels really low for ETN, right?
ADP.
What are the other running backs up there?
I feel like I waited too long. Unless we see Hendo getting there against the Saints, and he's going to be low owned.
What if Tony Pollard just is like, yo, remember me?
The Raiders have actually been pretty good against the ground.
I thought that was like they were letting up a
It's
lot
like
of
the
points
one
on the
thing they
ground.
have been doing. No, it's through the air. They're getting beat. CD going to play? Oh, shit.
No, I hope I have him in my
Unlikely.
lineup on Yahoo.
He's still not practicing yet, so he's not playing.
For side PPR, DJ Moore.
I'm going to go Lad.
Henry and Marv.
That's
That's
going
kind
to
of
be a
a crazy
really
pick.
weird build. The Lad pick?
Yeah.
Well, it's because I want to go Herbert, and it's kind of the O-line
yeah.
thing that I was saying, how I'm worried about, like,
Running.
not having time to hit QJ downfield, and everyone's going to kind of be taking QJ just because he's right there in ADP, and Lads, like, you have to scroll down more for. I think Keenan's probably the best scroll, to be honest, because he's the lowest. He's going to be the lowest owned.
Weirdly, Alex.
We'll try this weird build.
I
really love
want
this
to
guy.
lean Derrick Henry side because when I compare these names, DJ Moore to Marv, it's like kind of even. Derrick Henry to Swift, give me Derrick Henry. But I did just watch an interesting take this morning about DeAndre Swift, mostly about his schedule coming up and how easy it looks. So I don't know, but I feel like a very safe take is Derrick Henry over Swift, and then DJ Moore to Marv is pretty even. So
The issue
DJ
is
Moore to
Derrick
Marv
Henry
being
just isn't
even
good at
is-
football, though.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding. I still think Derrick Henry's good. I meant to say DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift just isn't good at football. I
Dude.
misspoke.
I
think he does have a pretty juicy schedule, though. Let me check. Washington, New Orleans, Baltimore, Bengals, Giants, Vikings, Steelers. Oh, he has like 4 games in a row of just being light, and then just goes back to hell. So honestly, probably rage bait take this morning, but it was an interesting take.
Alex, I think that I'm probably on the Marv side. Once again, I think I'm kind of high on these young upside players. So I'm still
I'm more
in
low.
on Marv. I think that for me, he's a tier ahead of DJ Moore. I mean, I don't even think DJ Moore like made my rankings list, if I'm being honest. Feels like Roma Dunze just has that whole wide receiver room. And Derrick Henry's definitely better than Swift, but am I excited to be trading for Derrick Henry right now? Like, not really. He just put up like 4 dud weeks, so it's hard for me to buy in on Derrick Henry. So I might lean towards the Marv side while Swift still has his job. Maybe you can get a little bit of value for Swift somewhere else, but that's just me. Dowdle for Juwan Jennings. How are we feeling about that?
Is this redraft? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. There's just a lot of question marks about both those guys. It really just depends on.
It really depends on this week. Like,
yeah, I think I'm probably gonna take Dowdle just because I think I could see Dowdle smashing again this week, and I don't know when Juwan's really gonna be back healthy and fully playing.
what was his injury? Do you know?
Who, Hubbard?
Jennings.
Is Hubbard playing this week?
He had a couple injuries. It was like at first it was a lower body thing, and then it was ribs, from what I remember.
Okay. I think that I might be.
Oh, Hubbard didn't play this week or today for practice. He didn't practice.
Yeah, Dowdle's gonna smash this week against the Cowboys too. Revenge game.
Either way, even with Hubbard back, no way Hubbard gets full workload.
Yeah, and it's against the Cowboys. You want to fire everyone up against them. Dowdle's a hell of a start this week.
So Jennings
Mm-hmm.
is expected to return to practice on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Jennings is playing.
Well, it says he's going to practice on Thursday. I don't know to what extent he'll practice. Like, it might be limited.
He'll probably play then, though, if he's practicing today.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in like 2 hours if he did practice today.
No, he is.
Is he like confirmed practicing today? Do we know he's
Or was
practicing
just
today?
expected to practice.
Yeah,
It said he was expected to practice 4 hours ago.
Got you.
We'll find out in 2 hours.
Let's see. Here.
Uh-oh. That's for all the Kendrick Bourne people, bro. All the Kendrick Bourne people are like, oh my God, do I sub out Jalen Hyatt for Kendrick Bourne right now? What do I do?
Give me Kendrick Bourne. Would you flip Flowers for AJ Brown? 2 to 3 in my league. And Zay, 2 and 3 in my league. And Zay has bye next week if that helps. It's a tough one. I don't like buying AJ Brown. And I kind of feel like Flowers should be a solid wide receiver 2-3 flex, kind of in that range, just somebody you can stick in your lineup and be all right with once Lamar comes back. But obviously this week and next, he's going to be on bye, but he's not going to be doing much for your team. Tell me a little bit more about your team. Are you like doing okay, even if Zay Flowers isn't in your starting lineup?
It's in your full roster.
We've talked about AJ Brown a little bit, but we're just concerned about, the Eagles passing offense. Devonta Smith looks pretty good right now. AJ Brown really hasn't been producing to the extent that you want him to. I know that he looks like a nice buy low right now, but I just don't know if I'm buying into that completely. Guys, I really need help. Should I trade Josh Allen and Breece Hall for Baker and Josh Jacobs? Josh Allen, Breece Hall for Baker, Josh Jacobs. I don't think I'm doing that. I think that I like Josh Allen, Breece Hall. I feel like that's pretty clear cut. Can we agree on that? Josh Allen, Breece Hall over Baker, Jacobs.
The downgrade you're getting from Josh Allen to Baker is a lot bigger than the upgrade from Breece to Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I would almost put them in the same tier.
Clip that.
I think they are in the same tier.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just the first words I've spoken in a bit.
You've been locked in, bro.
I know. I have been. All right.
I do have Josh Jacobs and Breece Hall in the same tier on my very aggressive rankings that will either win or lose you your fantasy league. So take that as you will.
No,
I have him right behind Josh Jacobs. Actually, my tier is Saquon,
we
Josh
got
Jacobs, and
sniped
Breece Hall.
on both the quarterbacks we were looking at. Now we got to get weird.
And that is my fourth tier of running backs.
All right, here's a question for you, Josh. I think this one you'll find interesting. Who are you starting? PPR, Metcalf, Olave, Quentin Johnston. Mega Bricks asking.
That's a really interesting one.
I know.
I love my guy. I don't think they have a great matchup, unfortunately. I think they're playing the Niners. No. What? Who is playing the Niners?
The Saints are playing the Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots are like a mid passing defense right now, right?
Yeah.
They're like
Their defense has been playing really well, though, especially since they got Gonzalez back. They're more stout against the run, though, for sure. You want to beat them through there.
So not a great, I would say that's like an even matchup for Olave. So don't love it. DK. I think DK people are low on. I think people are normally too high on DK preseason. Like they draft him second round for some reason, even though he'll only ever be receiver like 24 to 30. Like it's just like the repeated cycle when he was on the Seahawks. But he's really like he's kind of getting you there. You don't really know where else the ball can go on the Steelers, like Jalen Warren, Jonnu Smith. Like that's what you got on the Steelers. So I mean, he's only had one
Johnny
game over
Smith
12
getting
points.
shouted
So.
in 2025.
Definitely think
Crazy.
Metcalf has higher ceiling over Olave this week. Quentin Johnston, we are concerned about him currently because of the whole, we just don't think Herbert is going to have a lot of time in the pocket. I think his time to release is probably going to be super low this week. Right.
Yeah. I think he'll still get there some weeks. I just think we got to temper expectations a little bit where I think he's going to be a little more boom bust the next
I think
week.
it's harder to expect a 15-plus point game from Quentin Johnston this week without seeing it first.
Yeah.
I would say Metcalf, honestly, is going to be good for 11 points and has a ceiling of 24 probably. Olave will probably get you 13 to 15 this week, and Johnston is going to be good from 8 to 17. So I would go with Metcalf.
That's funny that you say that. I think
Honestly,
honestly,
but you were leaving Olave, huh?
I was going to lean either of the other two.
Really?
I mean, the Steelers are playing the Browns. I think that I'm really low on Metcalf, honestly.
You're low on the Steelers in general, though. You don't like Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't, dude.
I mean, he is a 42-year-old QB.
I had Rodgers last year when he was on the Jets, man. It was awful. I just hated it. So I'm kind of low on Rodgers. I think that Quentin Johnston, I would agree with Yash that Quentin Johnston's your boom bust guy. I think he could give you 20. I think that he could give you 7. I think that once again, Olave is a safer pick for me than DK Metcalf just because of the volume he's getting. So I would lean Olave or QJ if you want boom bust. I think that for me, Olave is a little bit safer than Metcalf.
It depends on what you need. On my team, I have rosters where I have a super solid lineup, and then it just depends on what I need. Do I need a guy who's going to guaranteed give me 14 in Olave and maybe give me 20 if he just gets lucky with touchdowns? I'll put him in. Do I need 20 points this week and I'm really stressed? Looks like we're putting in a DK. It looks like we're just praying, That's how I like to look at it sometimes.
Right. Hecky follows up, says, my running back room isn't great. I have Judkins, Brees, Swift, Rachaad White, Chuba. I mean, I like Judkins and Brees. So I don't think that you need to go out and get Josh Jacobs. If this is a 10-team league, I mean, even if it is a 10-team league, I think that you're excited to have Josh Allen. So I'm not rushing to get rid of Josh Allen. I think that he's one of the best assets you can have in fantasy football right now. Kenny, how's it going? Mega Brick is asking about defenses. Chargers defense, Raiders defense, Cowboys defense. I think that the Raiders are playing.
Not the Cowboys.
I think the Raiders are playing the Panthers. So I would go with the Raiders.
No,
they're playing
the
Titans. Yeah.
Same thing. Give me the Raiders.
I think the Raiders will remember the Titans, bro. I don't know.
No, there you go.
God, I hope not, dude.
Kenny asks, would you trade Ferguson for Mike Evans? I still have Darren Waller and Goddard. I'm 4-1, full PPR. Wide receivers are Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, and AJ Brown. I don't think so. I think that I'm probably a little bit low on Mike Evans, but he's going to be coming back into this offense. He's not, a spry young wide receiver. He's 31 years old, maybe 32. And Igbuka looks amazing. Chris Godwin is getting a role. Ferguson has looked outstanding.
I think Jake Ferguson might outscore Mike Evans rest of the season, bro. I mean, that's my take. I think Jake Ferguson might outscore Mike Evans at the tight end position.
Right.
He is on a heater.
But who do you have rest of season, Mike Evans or AJ Brown?
Mike Evans or AJ Brown? Probably Mike Evans.
How many more weeks is Mike Evans out?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
Because if he's back in the
But-
next 2 weeks, Mike Evans.
If you're selling Jake Ferguson, go get a stud, bro. Why are we buying Mike Evans? You're getting scammed. Like, in my eyes, like, you can get someone a lot safer. You can get like a Cortland Sutton. Is that much better than Mike Evans? No. Is it better enough than Mike Evans? Yeah. In my opinion, my humble opinion.
I think that if you're trading Ferguson and you're looking for a replacement, dude, like you could package Ferguson and AJ Brown or like Darren Waller and AJ Brown and go get a big upgrade at wide receiver. That's how I kind of feel about
Dude,
it.
you might be able to buy a Dunze, bro. Like, you might be in a Dunze territory, like some like stud, fun, like young receiver territory.
Right.
You might be able to buy Justin Jefferson, bro. Like,
All right.
or Jamar.
We got a good amount of people in here. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Drop a like on the stream. We got a free Discord to join, which I just dropped the link in the chat, where we just talk ball all the time. Send some pick'em slips in there too. We have our rankings that we just put out for rest of season fantasy football stuff. So make sure to check those out. Keep asking your questions.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys all for tuning in today.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks.
So Dylan Fink followed up with his question from earlier about Flowers for Brown.
Mhm.
It's a 12 team. He's got Lamar Fields, Bijan Scat, JCM, Kendra Miller. His wide receivers are Marv, Pickens, T, Flowers. And he's got Warren Kraft Waller. So I agree with what you're saying and that you need an upgrade at wide receiver, but I don't know if AJ Brown is that guy that you're going out to get.
You're going
I
to have
think
the
that-
same exact problem.
I think you have a ton of tight end depth. Warren, Kraft, Waller all feel pretty dang good at tight end right now. Warren's obviously the best. I think that, I might package Flowers and Kraft and try to go get an even better player, or like Higgins and Kraft and go get a better player. Even like
I would
Pickens,
wait on
like
Higgins. If you're going to trade Higgins, wait until after this week when you at least like get something like visible for people to want to buy. Or if you know someone in your league who's high on Joe Flacco Bengals, target that guy. But
right. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think that any of your wide receivers honestly are kind of okay to move off of. If you want to sit on Higgins, it's fine for now because Joe Flacco just came in, but I think that you can get a nicer piece if you throw in a tight end.
I agree. I think if you sell Waller Flowers, you could get something very nice. And if you know someone,
Dude,
who's
I
high
just
on
sold
T-
Waller for a second in a dynasty league. So
Yeah,
people are
that was
buying dynasty.
stupid.
Yeah, you sold a Waller for a second to the dumbest person in the league.
In
that did Isaiah.
Superflex.
He did Isaiah Pacheco. The same guy did Isaiah Pacheco for Bryce Young in Superflex. Twice. He did it twice.
Like, why? Like, dude, kick this guy out the league, bro. This guy brought him into a scam and teams. Just scrap it.
goodness.
That was the first trade I'd made with him.
Yeah, I know. But just everybody is just getting the better of this guy. Like,
To be fair, the
AJ
second
Brown
he gave
pick.
me is 28. So
Yeah.
that's true, but like, still, like, it's a second's a
it'll be
second,
nice
especially in
pick on his
Superflex. Like,
2028. Yeah, hell yeah.
For his mid-ad team, bro.
okay, I'm still kind of rolling through these questions here. So,
PPR, which QRB would you start?
yeah,
Scatabo, Monty, Hubbard, Sharp. Give me
Scat and
Monty.
Mont.
Scat
Scat and
and
Monty, yeah.
Scat and
I'm
Monty.
scared to say Scat, bro. I'm scared to say Scat. It's
You're gonna
like,
start
I would
Chardonnay
go.
over Scat? Chuba's not gonna be playing.
Yeah, if we
I know,
count
that's
Chuba
what I
out,
was
it's
thinking about.
Char.
I was thinking about Sharp. But it's just
Yeah,
like,
bro,
do I
Sharp
want
all
to
day.
start the guy who I know is going to get like 11 carries and maybe like 3 of those are in the red zone? No. But like, I am
They're
kind
both-
of low on Scotabo and the Giants in general today. To be
Well, you know
fair.
they're both gonna be goal line backs, and you know
Scotabo
that
barely
Giants
got
can
you
get
there
more
last
touches.
week, bro. Like, can we not forget about the major sweat everyone was having with Scotabo last week of him just not playing football until like the second half, damn near?
Yeah, he
They also
didn't have a
refused to
touchdown.
give him the
right?
ball on the 1 yard line.
Right.
Yeah, like I
Wow.
wouldn't say like Scat, and you have Tyrone coming back, and you have a rough game environment against the Eagles. It's not my favorite spot.
If they're playing from down, though, I could see him getting some receiving work. So Charbonnet's
I
been
think
kind of
Monty's the
touched on her
lock for
best.
sure.
Yeah.
Monty is your lock. I think your only question is Scatabo and Sharp, and I think Scatabo is going to get more touches. But if you're like me and you're super paranoid about it, consider Sharp. But I think Scatabo probably has higher upside, higher floor, maybe.
Yep. Yeah, I'm behind that. What's the next question? Njoku or Ertz this week? I think I'm leaning Njoku. He's looked pretty solid these past few weeks. His first time playing with Dylan Gabriel, he goes for 6 receptions, 70 yards in the TUD. So I think that's pretty solid. Ertz hasn't been doing much the past couple weeks. I don't know if he played last week, actually. So I'm not huge on Ertz right now. So I think I'm leaning Njoku. You guys have any strong takes on that?
We did just
I've
see
been
Njoku get
Njoku
9
too.
targets too.
They're the
Yeah.
same tier guy, though.
Yeah.
Go get Mason
PPR.
Taylor, is what I'll say.
Love it.
That's our boy on the show, if you don't know. Yo, Frizzle in here. What up, dude?
I saw
Thanks
Frizzle in the
Thanks for
Discord a
joining the
minute
cord,
ago.
Dylan.
PPR
Yeah, hop in
pick
the
for
cord,
flex.
hop in the cord,
Wandale tonight versus Philly or Ridley. That's a fun one. Wandale, Ridley, or Michael Carter in the flex this week.
I think I might go Michael Carter.
I was leaning Michael Carter. I love the Ridley being in there. I wanted to talk about Ridley. I know they're both low on Ridley. I think if there's any week this week you're gonna bet on Ridley, it might be this week.
I'm just never betting on Calvin Ridley.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna put Calvin
I've
Ridley in
been
your
burned
week,
too many times on that bridge.
I know. I hate the bridge. I've never loved Calvin Ridley. He's a very boomer bust guy. But I mean, the only time I can ever sell myself a Calvin Ridley over like 12 PPR points is like coming off your first win of the season. It was a fluky win. Your QB, he's feeling good. You know, at least we're not in a winless team. You know, we're going into a shitty team too. Excuse my language in the Raiders. You know, they're garbage. Everyone beats them. I'm Cam Ward. The Titans and Raiders always have weirdly competitive games, I feel like, too. But, like, I don't know. I feel like you can really sell yourself that idea this week in Calvin Ridley. Bad team, and it's like 2 bad teams, and one of them's just feeling a little bit good about themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted Kyron there so bad.
Calvin
bad.
Ridley, I mean, he was preseason analysis like a round 5 guy.
Yeah.
And
I think
like,
that
Dak and Quinshaw.
people
Yeah.
give up quick.
I think that Ridley is your boom bust guy here, and Michael Carter's your safe play. I think that generally they're probably in the same tier. I might lean Michael Carter because he's probably got a higher floor, but I'm not going to act like Ridley can't go out and give you 15 to 20 points. You know, he's coming off a big game. Raiders have looked pretty sorry. So
Hey,
that's where I'm at on that. Okay, so Ben says they changed the deal. It's now JSN, Higgins, and Kamara for Rice, AJ Brown, and K9. I actually like that more. It used to be JSN for Rice and K9, and now it's JSN, Higgins, Kamara for Rice, Brown, K9. I like getting rid of AJ Brown. I don't love getting Higgins, but I feel like AJ Brown for Higgins right now is similar tier. I think that Kamara for K9, you obviously like a little bit more there.
But it's a similar process for why people don't like Kamara. Like, people don't like Kamara right now because they think like Andre Miller's coming up on him. Yap. Kamara also like old. I mean, Same thing can be said for K9. I know people like to forget about it because now he's like producing in fantasy and like a running back like 16. But let's not forget week 1, 2. People didn't even think he was better than Charbonnet for a moment. Like, I love how quickly opinions in fantasy like switch. Like, when a narrative for a guy like K9 goes from like, I don't know if I want to start him to he's a lock, sell him. Sell that guy. Like, I feel like a lot of the times that's a good sell.
Yep. So I like this. I was previously kind of on the keep Rashi side. I think I like this more for you than the other one. Once again, I'm pretty high on Rashi Rice. But I think that this is solid. I mean, what do you guys think about it?
I love buying
One
JSN.
sec, I'm on the clock, boys.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm locking in
feels
Hunter
like-
Henry. Give me a scroll down at running back or wide receiver for the week. Josh's boy.
Haskins.
Said running back.
Trayvon.
Maybe.
I don't hate it. I feel like a lot of people might have that.
You don't think there's a world in
Can
which
do that.
Haskins just goes for like 2 tuds this week?
Hold on,
Maybe.
Ben, let me find your other
Let's do
comment.
it. Let's do Hassan Haskins. We'll go with the shout, Dale.
Yes, sir.
If I lose money because Hassan Haskins goose eggs on that team, though, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, every single other pick is right, and then it's just
Yeah, every
Haskins.
single other guy goes for 30, and
Yeah.
Hassan Haskins goose eggs.
So the trade ant is JSN, Higgins, Kamara for Rice, Brown, K9.
Rashi Rice.
Yep.
Wait. So say that again.
So it's basically JSN for Rice, Higgins for AJ Brown, and Kamara for K9.
I need to look at it. I'm having a
you're
hard
good.
time following.
Yeah.
Um,
Scroll up a little bit. It's
So
like
he
112.
basically added in from the
Oh, I
original
see.
trade.
JSN.
It used to be JSN for Rashid Rice and K9. Period. That used to be the trade.
so is he getting the JSN side?
Yeah, he
he's getting
is.
the JSN side. So he just added AJ Brown for Higgins and Kamara, which I think is a huge upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think? And you're getting rid of AJ Brown, who is basically same tier as T Higgins in terms of like what is going on? Why are you not scoring? Please do better.
Yeah,
But,
I think
I
that's
mean-
a good deal. And if Kamara gets traded, it's smash too.
No, I think it's pretty solid. I think that your side probably has upside in Rice, AJ Brown, K9, but we just like haven't quite seen it yet, right? Like if something happens to AJ Brown and he comes back and he starts averaging 15, points a game or whatever,
Mhm.
then it's not ideal. But I like the security with JSN. I think that getting Higgins and Kamara for AJ Brown and K9 is not, man, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best thing in the world either. It's just a nice upgrade to get JSN. Like that's the piece that you
Would you
really want
trade
here.
AJ Brown for who do you add? T Higgins and Kamara?
Probably. I mean, it depends on how much depth I need on my team, but
Well,
like,
you know what his team looks like. Like he's like kind
Yeah.
of like got
Yeah.
decent depth, but then he just runs out at like that receiver 3-4 for his flex.
right. His team he's got Achan, JCM.
Am I crazy to be Jacobs over CMC this week?
Matchup, no, not really.
Yeah, I like it, Ben. I think it's good. Yeah, no, I think it's solid.
It's always hard to look at trades where it's not like one person just
Yeah, it's like
Game
3 for 3. It's like it's pretty close. Like both sides. I think it's an even trade.
yeah,
agree.
you're not getting scammed. I'll
But
tell you
I
that.
think you're definitely getting the best asset in JSN, which I always, in deals like that, the side with the best asset is where I lean for sure, typically, if it's
Yep.
relatively even.
Gibbs Pollard for Barkley Chase Brown. Pollard's my RB2, and I feel like Chase Brown's an upgrade.
I don't know. Maybe.
Is he?
Maybe. He's like the same guy, just different font.
I don't think Chase Brown is an upgrade. I think he might be like lateral, and then you're kind of just downgrading from Gibbs to Barkley, which I mean, preseason was also lateral. I feel like this is just like a do nothing trade. It
Yeah.
kind of just feels like you're giving up a healthy Gibbs for what is going on with the Eagles and Saquon Barkley.
I
Yeah,
think
I'd
Gibbs,
agree.
I think Gibbs and Pollard is safer there. I like keeping Gibbs over Barkley right now.
And if you're worried about Tyjae Spears, don't. I mean, Tyjae Spears last year was healthy, and was that actually a problem? And like, it's been a narrative the entire ever since they've drafted Spears. It's been the narrative.
Are we forgetting what Tajay Spears did on the stretch though last season?
Yes. Point
Dude,
blank. Yes.
Tajay Spears was smashing the last like couple weeks of fantasy. He was winning people leagues.
Oh, I have a new dynasty trade request, guys. Let's see what this is on stream. A first round pick for DK Metcalf. Jake
Hell no.
Fitz, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I want to get through these because I feel like we're kind of behind. But so
Because we're getting good answers.
who would you rather have, Jalen Warren or David Montgomery rest of season? I think that Warren's probably safer.
I think I'd go in Warren.
Because he's going
I'll
to get
take
that
Jalen
receiving
Warren.
usage, especially if you're in full PPR.
I mean,
think
Tyler Warren, not Jalen. That's the question, right? Tyler Warren?
No,
and
it's Jalen. It's Jalen. Jalen Warren
Oh.
or David Montgomery rest of season.
I'm kind of like feeding myself the Chuba narrative with Jalen right now. Weirdly.
Oh, interesting. You think that Kenneth Gainwell is going to come back in and?
I mean,
start
it's like
getting touches?
damn near the same exact scenario just happened. Like Jalen Warren out an hour before the game.
But it's not like Kenneth Gainwell was like actually producing on a team last year. Like Rico Dowdle was the RB1 for the Cowboys.
Kenneth Gainwell was good on the Eagles at some point in his career.
Yeah, like
a good backup.
Yeah.
Either way,
And
that's
that's what
not,
he will be.
I don't know.
It's not like Warren was taking 100% of snaps before he
It's
got hurt.
concerning enough for me to be like Warren to Monty is a real question.
Yeah. Okay, he sent the full trade. So it's Swift for Bucky Warren. Give me Bucky Warren all day. Come on now. That's not even night and day.
Yeah, give me that.
What kind of guys would you want to move off my team, or would you move anything? I like my depth, but I have some unfortunate losses. Let me take a look at your team again.
Lamar Fields, that one.
Oh yeah. Dude, I like your team. If you can get a high price for Scott, I might move off him, but oh yeah, no, I mean, we were talking about your wide receivers. You just need some wide receiver depth, and I think that you should move one of your tight ends because you have really good tight ends that are going to do nothing for you on your bench.
Scott Waller, Scott Kraft can probably get you something.
Yeah, or even like Flowers Kraft, Flowers Scott, Flowers Waller, like any of these kind of lower end guys on your team. You can probably tie in a wide receiver and
But
a
they
tight
have
end.
big roles. Like Zay Flowers, bro. Ravens receiver 1 with the MVP thrown to him. What are we talking about?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not going to count out Zay Flowers, but.
And then that's just how you sell them, though.
Right. Yeah. So tie in 2 players and go grab somebody else. I'd tie in a tight end or one of your RBs because that's where you have the most depth. Yeah, one wide
Frizzle,
receiver.
honestly, I got Dontavian Wicks over Christian Watson, no cap.
Dontavian Wicks is tough, bro.
Frizzle bench out and Jalen Coker and Christian Watson nonstop.
Bro, Frizzle loves Jalen Coker. He's like, bro, Tet's done for. Jalen Coker.
I don't know, though, dude, because Xavier Legette, though, bro. Legette be looking all right. And he's a fan fave.
Yeah.
This is
Dylan,
true.
Dylan's with me. Dylan says Raiders some booty.
Yeah, they are. Hey, I just noticed we just hit 50 subscribers on the channel. Let's go.
There you go.
Dang.
Let's go. Shout out y'all who are subbed.
Actually,
That's big time.
it is. Christian Watson gonna feed families. No shot, man.
Who did I? Oh, I don't even want to shout this because I want to pick this player up in our dynasty because they were on waivers, and I think they still are on waivers. They are.
Go pick him up right now, then, and then shout.
Well,
him.
I don't have any players I want to drop.
There's no way you don't have one player.
Guys, who would you rather drop? Chat. Who would you rather drop in dynasty right now? One QB. Would you rather drop as a Josh Allen owner? Let's see. Who's on the chopping block? I don't even think Sean Tucker's cuttable. I love him too much. Arian Smith or Joshua Palmer or Demario Douglas. I feel like those are the players that will not get picked up when I drop them.
Drop Arian Smith. You kidding me? Or Joshua Palmer. Both of those guys.
Arian Smith, rookie though, bro.
Oh, is he? Okay, then drop Josh Palmer. That guy's
and
done.
he's receiving. No, he's not, bro. Curtis Samuel and Josh Palmer on the come up, bro. Trust.
When are you ever gonna want to start those guys, dude? If you're starting into those guys, you already lost the league.
Yeah, but if I drop Josh Palmer, Ryan's just gonna pick it back up.
So it's probably a net positive for you if someone's wasting a roster spot on those guys. 2025.
Guys, chat, I'm not hearing anyone give me input on these names. Clearly, you guys are not.
Nobody
all
cares
members.
about any of these names. Dylan's asking, is Jalen Hurts throwing a pass for 34 plus yards, or am I tripping? I mean, I can see it.
Who knows though?
Yeah, it's just
Saquon, I know Saquon
gamble.
freaking a 30-yard run.
yeah, yeah. We did just take Saquon longest
if you
rush.
missed it, we locked in Saquon 30-yard run, 30-plus yard run with Dexter Lawrence sack for an 18x.
There's no way you
Insane
traded.
value.
There's no way Frizzle traded Tet for Keon Coleman. Frizzle, you're a
Frizzle's
maniac.
like such a little crackhead, bro.
Hey, respect.
Frizzle's just loves making moves.
Frizzle reminds me of like a dog when they have zoomies at like 1 a.m. Just sending out random trades. It's like
That's funny.
What do we call it?
Dude, I
want to shout this receiver so bad, but I want to pick him up.
I sent Jake Fitz, Worthy, and a first for Rome. Obviously, like a little bit light there, but it's not like absurd, right? And I messaged him. I was like, I want to get some. I asked him, I was like, are you interested in QJ or Worthy? Like, I'm trying to get some extra points on my team. Like, I'm interested in buying some of your higher production players. Don't think that Metcalf or Chuba is like anybody I can just slide into my lineup. What he responds with, or like what he counters with, is DK Metcalf and Jerry Jeudy for a first and a second. Like, dude, what do you like? Come on, Jake. Like, there's no way I'm ever accepting that, dude. Like, it's like just scam central.
Scam city, baby. I'm trying to scam Xavier Legette off of Ryan for bench players right now because damn it, I should have just traded Shaheed for that second, bro. I like having bench space to pick up dart throws, dude. I love it. I love picking up dart throws off waivers, just like bums with like 3 targets a game. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. I probably wouldn't do DK and Jeudy for a first, like let alone a first and a second. Jerry Judy's league MVP, Pacheco's runner up. I don't know, man. Atlanta, you might be smoking a little something there.
Atlanta, you're not concerned about Brashard Smith, bro?
Give me Cedric Tillman as league MVP.
He's literally dead. Give me Isaiah Bond, comeback player of the year.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me hop into this draft with you. I want to do a little underdog draft.
Oh yeah. I just published a bunch of the shorts from our stream yesterday.
Nice.
Blind. Hope they look good.
This is the hurry up.
Yeah.
I'm in, baby.
Why is Arian Smith not doing good? Also, I don't know why he was on waivers in our league. Arian Smith should be the receiver 2 in New York for the Jets. And he is, bro. He like literally is going to take Josh Reynolds' job. Are they starting bum-ass Josh Reynolds over him? I can't drop Arian Smith.
Who's even on that? Is Alan Lazard still on that team?
I think you can drop Arian Smith, Josh. If he's
You're
not
saying
playing,
that because you want to pick him up. He is.
No,
playing,
I don't.
though.
But like, what is he's not doing anything?
I think
If you're not
Demario
playing-
Douglas is a better drop than Arian Smith. We know what Demario Douglas' ceiling is. It's a mid volume hog slot receiver that maybe gets you 12 a week.
Are you talking about your dynasty team? I hope
Yeah,
you drop Demario Douglas instead of Arian Smith. I really hope you do
this
that.
guy, I'm not dropping anyone for at this rate, bro.
I'm running to the waiver wires and I'm picking up Demario Douglas if you drop him.
That's what I'm
Why
saying.
are we?
like,
What is this weird Demario Douglas hype right now?
Why
Can
you
we
He's just
still
like
explain
a.
this?
why you still have Bub Means on IR, bro?
I mean, he's just on IR. I mean, if I have someone else, who's
Palmer's
on
the
IR
clear
spot,
drop.
I don't know. Bless you.
Dude,
I was leaning
Anthony, I
Palmer.
swear we're
My
back to
bad.
back every time.
I know. It always happens.
I
What spot are
hated
you?
having to drop
104?
Lockett, but I just knew no one would pick him up.
Yeah.
Yes, I get my first JT share on these.
So like my thought process with like dropping players off my team, I'm like, who will not get picked up? Who
Wow,
is not
dude.
going to get picked up by anyone?
Arian Smith.
Like, dude, I want to pick up Jalen Hyatt on the low, bro. Like, I want to pick
Nobody's
up
picking
Jalen
up Joshua
Hyatt.
Palmer. I'll tell you that right now.
And if they do, that's probably a net
Very
negative on
strange
their team.
behavior.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to, and it's going to piss me off. Dude, I can't stomach that. Weirdly, though, here's my take. Pardon my take. If Dalton Kincaid gets injured, do we think that means more target opportunity for Joshua Palmer downfield?
Hold on, I'm picking.
Very obscure and strange take.
Yeah, I guess I just have to go with Buka here, right?
I mean, he's on waivers. I mean, you guys can all see him. We all know who he is. I was thinking about picking up Andre Iosivas this week, coming off a 7-target, 5-reception game.
Is his name Yoshivas?
Yeah.
I don't know, but my friend who's a Bengals fan, when they drafted him, dude, he's like, dude, we just drafted this sleeper, Iosivas. It's like,
Out of Princeton.
he's not bad, dude. He's kind of nice. But they also have that other guy, like Tinge Burton, or not Tim Burton. They had that guy. They had Jermaine Burton last year, who everyone liked. But this offseason, Michael Tinsley.
I've still been waiting for that Jermaine Burton breakout.
It ain't coming. It ain't coming, dude. Jermaine Burton to the Giants. Little 6th-round pick, dude. We've seen weirder things, bro. Like Jonathan Mingo to the Cowboys.
That was hella random.
I was so scared when that happened, bro. I thought Ryan just like mega scammed me off that trade. I was like, oh my god,
Dude,
didn't
he take Jonathan Mingo with like the 111 in one of our rookie drafts or something?
Yeah. For context, one of our friends in our like first ever Dynasty League just like took Jonathan Mingo so early and when he was a rookie, and the whole league was just like, we couldn't believe it.
I definitely sent him a trade for Jonathan Mingo too at one point. Yo, what up, Mando?
Mando.
LeBron's has a question.
Ooh.
Would you trade Adams for Bucky and 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, with your other starting wide receivers being Devonta Smith, right, Evans, and Ehrlich? Oh, oh, dude, your wide receivers just become really ugly if you get rid of Adams. So I don't know if I like. Do I like Bucky more than Adams rest of season? Yes, but your wide receivers just become really nasty. Like, who are your running backs? Can you like prepare another trade to get some more wide receiver depth?
Is there Bucky to IR narrative right now?
No,
Because because what's his face? Frizzle said that. I think someone said that they're worried about Bucky going to IR and they want to be ahead of the curve and just trade him away. And a lot of these trades we've been getting have been involving Bucky and Rachaad White. So is there like Bucky to IR narrative going around right now? Bless you.
Thank you.
I think he's just more injured than people thought originally, but I don't know if IR is happening. I think if it was happening, they would have done it the first week.
It definitely feels like a buy low Bucky window just opened up this week.
I agree. I agree.
Like a very big buy low.
We've
Like,
been
if we're
seeing a
talking
lot
Adams or
a lot
Bucky.
more Bucky deals for sure in the last week than there was before.
Yeah. My
ATL.
RBs would be Barkley, Achan, and Bucky in the flex. I mean, that's like
Dale, you're on the
really
clock, buddy.
nice. Oh my goodness.
You took Dak.
I don't know. I definitely didn't mean to.
You took Dak, Jacobs, Egbuka.
Dak.
So you're the
Jacobs,
one who
Egbuka.
sniped me on Dak, and you're about to auto digs.
Nope. Jets. Right?
Who'd you get off? Judkins.
Yes.
Nice.
Finally back in the chat, getting ready to clock out from work. Love it, Mando.
Hell yeah.
My
Made it through the
RBs would
day.
be Barkley, Achan, and Bucky in the flex. See, I like Bucky in the flex better. He'll probably outscore Adams, but there is like such a large upside case baked into Devontae Adams this year if Puka misses any time. Like,
think that's
oh my
true.
God.
But then the
Like,
whole defense is just going to be looking at Adams. Like,
I don't like thinking like that. They already are. I'm pretty sure he already draws the quarterback.
that's true.
one.
That's true. I did see that actually.
Puka's in
So
the
like,
slot a lot of the time.
I like thinking that Puka's going to be healthy all season and he's going to like break the all-time receiving yards record. But inherently, there is that upside in Adams that if Puka leaves a game early, like after the second quarter, like, dude, that's probably a 30-point game for Adams or at least Kyron.
Who are you flexing right now, LeBron's? Are you flexing Elick every week? Like, can you go pick up like Haskins or something? Like,
Probably should have been a different.
okay,
pick
I'm on the
instead of
clock
Keenan.
here.
I regret my decision.
Screw it, give me Waller.
Kincaid. Shavers will be the next man other than Palmer. I haven't seen his snap share. I don't think that's like a crazy take, Zach. I just don't know if Shavers is even producing off of that. Yeah, he's getting the snaps. He's like, got 5 targets on the whole year. I think Josh Palmer got that in game 1, but Josh Palmer also has gotten his snaps reduced since game 1.
What up, Bergie?
Yeah, what's good, Bergie?
Is
Dynasty
that Brian
question.
or Brandon? I think it's Brian. Burrow and Henderson or May and Kincaid? Burrow and Henderson. For me.
No tight end premium. Start 1 QB.
Burrow and Hendo. If you can buy Hendo right now in Dynasty, I think. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, I think that's a good buy
I think
on Burrow and Henderson. Especially if you're trying to tank, like you just get Burrow on IR real quick.
I feel like that's like the buy low panic price on Hendo. Where if he has like one boom week, you're not going to be able to get him as like a toss.
Yeah, especially in Dynasty. Like, wasn't he a 2nd round pick? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, he's a stud. I know Brian was trying to shop me Henderson, but he still wanted the pre-draft.
Or is that Harvey that was the 2nd round pick?
Brandon just made that in Maine? No way. That trade just went through. I didn't even see it.
Oh, no, he was a 2nd round pick. Yeah, I like the Travion.
Brandon lost. That's kind of a bad trade. Does he know Kincaid's only playing like 40% of snaps right now? Oh, well.
Dude, I'm still on this this LeBron's trade here. Like, I feel like
What, the Adams for Bucky?
I feel like you want to get Elick out of your flex. Like,
but he's going to be
however you
flexing
can.
Bucky.
Yeah, I know, but then Elick becomes his wide receiver 3. Which is just like sounds terrible. Like Elick is a cool bench stash. Like that's how I view him right now.
Yeah, but you don't want to be starting him.
Yeah. So
As someone
I feel
who's
like
starting him on a team where I'm actively tanking.
like
Oh my God, trade Kamara for Jalen Waddle. What the hell are we doing? Dude, send that right now. If you're getting Jalen Waddle, go send that right now.
Yes. But don't do T. Higgins for Mason.
yeah, not yet.
Get Waddle.
Yeah,
That's
get
a
Waddle.
great price for Waddle. And we were talking about Kamara. I'm kind of panicked on Kamara as long as he's still a Saint.
Who else is on his team? Dude, I might try to sell Barkley and get two pieces. Like,
Try 2-for-1 Saquon. Yeah.
yeah, like if I can get like
for one Saquon for like Brees Hall and someone.
if you can get like Barkley for
What about like Barkley for like Javonte and a wide receiver?
yeah, definitely.
Give me
Like-
Barkley
Like a Javonte and a
Like, dude,
Sutton.
if I can get like Barkley for like I don't know, like
Brees Debo.
Yes, 100%.
Judkins Debo. Judkins Sutton.
Yeah,
something like that.
All of those, like even like
Genty Adams.
Yes.
Genty Pickens.
Jacob, if you want to see our tier list from yesterday, I can pull that up for you real quick. I have my
Kyron
tier that I
Nico.
did. If you could get pivot Saquon to like James Cook, Javonte plus, or even like a ETN plus, Brees plus, Kyron, Bucky plus. Maybe not Kyron.
dude, like maybe trade Saquon for Bucky and like I don't know, like QJ or something or Tet, yeah, or like Marv, even like Brian Thomas, Chris
Controversial
Olave,
player.
like any of those guys, like
Get like a controversial receiver who's just better inherently than Eli Manor.
yeah.
And
This is
controversial
our-
receivers, I feel like. Oh, you can talk.
Tell you about wide receivers, like someone in like this bottom 2 tiers to even bottom 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say go for C or D.
C and D, yeah. One of these.
You
guys.
maybe some people might be low on certain players in B tier. Like some people are probably low on Jalen, Rashid, Debo.
Yeah.
Maybe Nico if they're really low on CJ, but I just don't see it with Nico. It's such a big name.
Guy in my league has Bucky and Pickens.
I'd try that.
I would too. I'm a little bit low on Pickens rest of season, but I'm not gonna act like Dak hasn't looked really good. Like the only concern with me is Dak gonna be able to support 2 wide receivers, like from a fantasy perspective? I hope so.
Javonte getting all the touchdowns.
Right. I hope so.
With
Do I
Big
know
Bird.
so? No. That's my only concern.
Yeah, the
with
Cowboys offense has to come crashing down. That's a very good point, Dale. Not all of them can be number one, bro. Like you can't have number one tight end, number one receiver, number one running back. There's not that many touchdowns, I think.
Exactly. I've got Higgins. I don't want to trade Higgins yet. Burrow comes back and he goes up, or Flacco tosses him the ball. Burrow's not coming back. I wouldn't count on that. But Flacco.
Atlanta, I like the
maybe.
T take. I posted that I wanted to trade T in a 12-man Yahoo league, and the response I got was ill. I said T and Brock Bowers for someone, and the response I think was literally like gross. That was the response I got. So that's how people like feel about
Deservedly so.
it. Yeah, it's like that's how people feel about these players until they see it. Like people in fantasy are like children. Seeing is believing, you know. No one believes in Santa Claus until he drops 20 fantasy points, you know? Like until they see it, they don't believe it a lot of the time. Like I'm like that with rookies a lot. You guys probably see that in a lot of my takes.
Brian Thomas this season. I'll be right
Like,
back. Water.
It's just because we have seen great production from BTJ, but it's like not here this year. So it's like, what are we waiting on? We know the talent's there. Like, it's not like we're waiting for a breakout. He already broke out.
Right.
That's how I view it with like players like that.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
It's like the whole problem with the Bengals before they traded for Joe Flacco. It was like, why are the Bengals going to get better? Who's the rookie we're waiting on? Who's the O lineman coming back from injury? Like, no, it's just their team sucks. Like the Titans, they just suck. Cam Ward might get better. Eli Manor might mature as a receiver, but they still stink. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But at least I can tell myself the Titans can get a little bit better. The Bengals, like, they are what they are.
Yep.
With the Cowboys, you had the narrative CD comes back, so they aren't what they are. That's how I think about it. Yeah, I agree with that, Atlanta. That's why we got. That's why some people beat the books. You know, not a lot of people or anyone consistently, if we're being really statistical. But you know,
Yep.
as an economics major, as an economics graduate, I can acknowledge that you're right. Stats often don't always give the full context.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering if you're going to make it back for this pick.
Just in the nick of time.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to drop a sub and like the stream if you haven't already, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
Yes,
for joining.
Hey, big
financial
ups,
analyst.
Atlanta.
Hey,
Atlanta, let me know if you're hiring, bruh.
I appreciate some of you guys that are hopping back in. Starting to see like a couple familiar names.
Yes, sir.
You guys are some dogs. Thanks for rocking with us. Damn it, dude. Every time I go Puka, Kyron falls to me. And every time I like don't have Puka and want to take Kyron, he's not there.
That's how it is, bruh.
It's so annoying because I just think the
Just get
touchdowns are
both.
going to go through one of them.
Why
Do
not
they both
both
get
of them?
there? Shit, you're right. Maybe they both get there.
What
Should
happened
we take
to
Adams
Baltimore
too and
last week?
just
Didn't
should we go
Woody get there?
Adams too and just Rams
Okay,
on
I
slot?
don't know about that.
Maybe not. That might be pushing it.
Maybe get a tight end, get a Warren, get a McBride, get a Ferg. I don't know.
I
Who you
just
the
like
best?
think all four of these guys feel pretty similar to me this week. I also really like Kraft. Like I can easily see Kraft getting there. I like Chase and Tet. Let's go Jamar, dude. First game of Flacco. He's gonna want to give him the rock.
W shout Atlanta.
Yeah. Stantec. Just
I am,
offered
in fact, a
Barkley for
fresh
Jefferson
graduate,
this time.
so
Wish me luck. I love it, LeBron's.
actually all three of us are fresh graduates. So no. Fun fact about your hosts, guys. We all graduated college. We're like, let's start streaming.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've been
This is-
deep in the fantasy football streets and we were always talking like this. So I might as well
Yeah. Got the time.
start streaming. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
50 subs, boys. Let's go. I'm
That is
hyped about
huge.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, 51 now. Someone else sub too that's watching.
Bang.
Shout out you, the 51st sub. Let's go. We're gonna hit 100 before we know it.
Oh, yeah. 100 subs would be crazy.
For real.
I am probably going to have to jump here pretty soon. I realized I've got a
Very good
meeting
deal.
pretty soon. So,
Yeah, I gotta head out soon too. This will probably be the last draft, and then we'll hop out.
okay.
Any last minute questions? Drop them in the chat. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. Drop the
Mhm.
link in the chat. Completely free to join. We cooked up some pick'em slips earlier on stream. Make sure to rewind if you guys want to watch those, or I'm also gonna send them in the Discord as soon as we get off stream. So you can also join the Discord and find them that way. We also posted all our rankings that we just did on the show yesterday. All those are going to be listed in Discord. And I think all three of us are going to update our own maybe every week. That's pretty doable to do it every week. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no way.
That's hella funny. I went to college where, like cuties. We invented cuties, my college.
Like
Yeah.
the orange, the tangerine.
Yeah, the tangerine. Lee made that strain of orange. It's actually fun fact about that strain of orange, guys. They made it by using radiology to mutate tangerines, and it doesn't count as GMOs. Fun fact: it doesn't count. That's why I don't like the whole GMO versus organic propaganda, because you'd really be surprised where the lines are drawn. Like genetic engineering, I believe, is not considered genetic modification.
Interesting.
Fun fact. Yeah. Agriculture is very interesting, but fun fact. Back to football.
Adam's just still sitting there.
Dude.
So I love this Dowdle spot. I don't feel great about Waddle's matchup this week against the Chargers. It's just, I know we're big on Waddle rest of the season, but the Chargers tend to limit big plays to wide receivers. And without the big plays, I don't know how much volume I'm projecting for Waddle, so I don't really see him smashing this week, especially in this format. I think Dowdle's in a really good spot against former team. It's obviously just been an awful defense this year. At tight end, I know I was saying I like the top 4, but we kind of got left behind and missed out on those guys. And I was just saying how I didn't like the Chargers matchup for Waddle. So kind of also means I don't like it for Waller. Let's go get Hunter Henry here, and then I might bring it back with Drake May
I think. Do we think Bowers is playing
or
this week?
Stafford.
Do you think what?
I don't think Bowers is playing this week, no.
I don't think it would be crazy to take him in like one draft, depending on how the news are tomorrow. News is tomorrow.
So I've actually been doing a little dive on swapping in these underdog drafts, and it's pretty valuable to do swaps. And so what that means is you take a player like, say, like Lamar Jackson or someone like that, or at tight end, you take Brock Bowers, like you said. And then as soon as the news comes out that they're ruled out, you can set your settings with who you want to swap that player out for. So it's kind of basically just giving yourself a little bit of an edge because you can swap out your player up until right before the game starts on Sunday. So you have the most information at that time compared to you're doing a draft today on Thursday where you don't know exactly who's all ruled in, right? Where if last week I'm drafting Chuba, who has been getting drafted all week, he gets ruled out right before I'm swapping him out for Rico, and Rico smashes. So that's kind of an edge that we can exploit in these, and I might start trying to do that a little more with like
I like doing that with
our
Bowers this
last
week.
pick. The only thing about Bowers is I don't know if there's like a direct hand, like there's Michael Mayer, but I don't know if Mayer's playing, and I feel like
Go to tight end.
with the other
Let's
tight
see
ends,
who
at
all the
top
sneaky
4,
ones are. I think you could get sneaky with. Have you gotten any Taysom Hill shares?
no, not yet.
I don't know if they're
He only
I don't
played
know what they're
9
doing with
snaps
him.
this week.
I just am wanting to monitor the name.
I feel like
Browns
doing it
always
at
just feel
running
like
back
it's fine.
with like a Bucky. Kamara's probably gonna play. A Chuba doesn't
That's
seem like
very valid.
Chuba's not
Atlanta
gonna play.
and the Bronze. I don't know how I feel about going all in on a bad offense. It always just.
I think
never feel
value
safe.
wise, that's fine though for Saquon.
Yeah, I like it. I think they're both. I think Brees is so undervalued right now. I think Brees is going to smash.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still undervalued. I almost feel like your buy window on him.
I think
is
that
like
getting
almost
Garrett
gone.
Wilson on top of that is nice.
Yeah, I think your time to buy was probably last week. Like I think now
Time to
he's kind of
Brees.
getting priced a little more appropriately. Yeah, with Brees. All right. If anyone has any last second chats, firing them off at the buzzer. We're about to get out of here shortly. Make sure
When's
to
the
drop
Raiders
a
bye
sub
week?
if you haven't already. Let me see.
Do we think that Pete Carroll can fix Geno Smith and make him revert to Seahawks form after the bye week or at some point in the season to the point that he can support a pass catcher in this offense?
Their bye week is soon. They have 2 more weeks. They have the Titans this week, then the Chiefs, then the bye. So hopefully,
Because,
that
new
can
coach,
get
new
right, but
team.
I
You
just
know, it's like you're trying to bring the old into the new. It's a little weird. I could see a narrative that Geno is like a second half year, not breakout, but do what we expected.
as someone who's been watching these games, like, dude, it's
You don't
bad,
know.
man. Like, he's just he's crazy. It's crazy how every quarterback who's like put on the Raiders jersey just like instantly reverts to like the worst version of themselves. And that's like what it's been with Geno this year. Like, I thought every game I watched with Geno on the Seahawks, all the film I watched, like he's an okay quarterback. Like, not world beating. Like, you're not gonna win with him and a bunch of scrubs, but like he can hit receivers. He'll make some aggressive throws. He'll throw some picks, but like he'll make plays. And then on the Raiders, it's just like all the bad has just come out. Like he's just turning the ball over so much. He's making like throws that are just like really simple reads. Like he threw a interception on like the Raiders just ran like a simple smash concept, which is just like a little curl or hitch route on the outside and then a corner route in the slot. And the read, right? You're reading the corners if he comes on the hitch or if he drops back to the corner. The corner and the linebacker both covered the hitch, left the corner wide open. Gino just throws into double coverage against the hitch. Pick. It was awful. I'm like, dude, I think our high school quarterbacks can make that read.
Do we got that, bro?
It's just rough. So I'm not stuff like that. Like makes me really skeptical on like Raiders stuff rest of the season. Along with just because they've been so bad, like who knows what they're even going to be playing for down the stretch. I'm still in on Genty, but I think as a Raider fan, I'm with ATL on this one where I'm not really looking to play any Raiders besides Genty for the moment.
Right.
I think Bowers
I
is
don't know
a
if
solid
PPL is
buy
that
in
good looking.
Dynasty. If people are starting to panic on Bowers, like it's rare you can get like an perennial talent at a position for like what I'm sure you could probably land Bowers for right now. So if your
first
team can
in
afford
that
it,
case.
like get Bowers, stash him, go ahead and do it. But in redraft, I don't really want a piece of Bowers right now.
Is there really
Until he
like
gets healthy.
Njoku Andrews trade rumors right now? the
Yeah,
league?
there's been some stuff about that, but we'll see.
Yeah, people are saying that Andrews might get traded because the Ravens are, 1-4, and Andrews has a big contract. Might just want
It's
to
the
move
same
off
thought
to
with
Andrews.
Kamara too, right? People are just throwing out every team that's like 1-4 with an expensive contract player, huh?
I
Pretty
think
much.
the Kamara one makes sense. Like
Kamara one does make sense. The Saints don't even have a narrative to be good. At least I could buy the narrative with the Ravens. But I wanted to say this with the Mark Andrews stuff because this is sneaky stash, randomly throw in Isaiah Likely into your dynasty trade window. Like, is this his time?
that could be a
I
good
could buy
shout.
into it for
Yeah.
the same reason I buy into the Njoku trade rumors. Like Fannin looks great. Fannin looks like he can kind of block. Not great, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of last year, when Isaiah Likely dropped 19 points to start the season, week 1, and Mark Andrews dropped damn near a goose egg, I think that everybody was kind of in on Likely.
I think that's what people are maybe
I
excited for.
sold so high. I sold high on him right after that game in our like main dynasty league. I forget what the trade was, but I just remember I was trying to shop him so hard after that week, and I got someone to buy it. I think it was Dustin.
I think it was. Yeah, that's funny. I feel like Russ would be better in Las Vegas than Gino. Russ looked good against Dallas. So does everyone though.
He'd probably hit Trey Tucker on a couple deep bombs, but other than that, he doesn't really fit what the Raiders have. Like
there's probably better starters than Gino, though.
Him and Jacoby would be an awful fit because he wouldn't be able to hit Jacoby over the middle of the field at all. All right. Any last minute thoughts before we get out of here, guys?
None for me.
Anything pressing? Any
just monitor injuries probably. I think that'll probably give you some weird value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye on Scatabo and Tyrone Tracy. I think that'll tell a lot this week.
Yeah, excited to watch
tonight. Definitely a sketchy game, in my opinion.
Yeah, be careful, boys. If you're betting on this game, just be smart. It's a weird Thursday night football in division game. Like, don't get too ahead of yourselves. Drop some pick'em slips on stream and sent in the Discord today, so be sure to check those out if you want to have some betting action on the game tonight. We threw an MLB slip too in there, so make sure to check that out. That's going to wrap up our stream today. Drop a sub on the channel if you haven't already. Like the stream. Check out our other content. Join the Discord. Free to join. As always, thanks for hopping on, fellas. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right. See ya.
Peace.
Later.